Welcome to another Daily News podcast from the Zebra Lounge with Mike DePilla. I'm Mike McGuire, and today we're going to be talking about the Bears and all their off-season wheelings and dealings. Diving right in here, buddy, what do you think of the contract deals that Lovie Smith and Jerry Angelo just secured there?
Well, I'm glad this whole coaching carousel deal is over. I mean, is it over? Like, Marty Schottenheimer's not coming in to coach this team next year, right?
True, I think we're good.
Yeah, I mean...
Gives you a little stability that the Bears haven't had in forever.
Which they needed, except for the fact that one of the Rons is gone.
Yeah, that's interesting.
How do you feel about that?
That seems like it's a little bit of a friendly fire situation. Nobody was really mad at him. I think Rivera's going to obviously land on his feet and become a head coach pretty soon.
Right.
And, Lovie, you're giving him a lot of trust and a lot of responsibility. You should give him the right to surround himself with the people he wants. I'm kind of okay with it.
Okay, so you think it was Lovie's call and not Jerry Angelo's?
I think it was very heavily influenced that he brought in one of his own guys, absolutely.
Well, I'm okay with it. I'm glad Lovie got his deal. I think Jerry Angelo's a pretty good GM. I'm a little bit worried about Lance Briggs' take on all this because he lost his defensive coordinator and his linebackers coach. Sure. And he's a bit,
well, obviously he's pissed, and he's, never going to be more pissed than he is right now. Hopefully, time will ease some of the sting on it. But the reality is he's got 7.2 million reasons to show up next year and play well for the Bears. Even if it's just one year
So
right
this franchise tag thing,
yeah,
you think this is a Drew Rosenhaus talking through Lance Briggs thing, or is he really upset?
Well, the only way I see Briggs not playing next year is if Rosenhaus pollutes his head and turns him into a TO psycho, exactly. So no, I think Briggs is going to play. He's going to play hard, and it's going to be like a contract year. How many baseball players in the last year of their contract have the best year of their life because they know they're on audition for the big dollars next year?
Yeah,
I don't see a long-term deal, but I see a feisty Lance Briggs next year.
So one and done for Briggs, kind of like Thomas Jones this past season. What's your take on that trade?
But, that hurts. You got to hate the Thomas Jones. You saw it coming the minute they drafted Cedric Benson, but it's still, it snuck up on you kicking ass. And to trade him for a handful of magic beans and not get anything in return sucks. He was worth more than that, and just a, swap picks in a second.
He was arguably the most important offensive player on the team this past year, the biggest contributor. How much of this is the Jets being able to play on Jerry Angelo's ego? Because he drafted Benson, and he wants him to be the man.
Well, Benson, it's not even the ego thing. They gave him $16 million right away. The writing was on the wall, as you said so yourself, for a long time about him. I mean, they knew they were going to bring Cedric along.
They did.
And Thomas Jones was a stopgap solution. I think the deal,
but
in a way...
it turned out to be better than a stopgap.
Oh, absolutely. He played great. And I think the deal in getting nothing for him was a gift to Thomas Jones, to let him go, to let him, spread his wings or whatever, however you want to say it. He was kind of languishing without being the main guy in Chicago. At least that's the way he felt. He finally got his big payday.
That two-back offense worked pretty well for the Bears this year.
Well, I see Adrian Peterson stepping up. And I'm sure they'll draft somebody, but I think Peterson's a good player. When he's gotten a chance, he's proven he can get it done.
I agree that they'll probably draft someone. But you see a Benson injury in week 2 next year, and then you're looking at Adrian Peterson as your future back. You're okay with that?
Yeah, well, I think he can shoulder the load or be a decent stopgap solution. Absolutely. He's experienced. He's tough. He's a good player. And they'll get some help in the draft, too. But for now, that's the state of the Bears. A whole lot of stuff going on, and we'll be here to report on whatever happens next. For Mike, I'm Mike, saying go Bears.